Let me start off and say that all you guys, all of you, I've known all of you pretty well. Got great respect for you. I know you have a job to do and ask questions, and I've got a job to do too. So I'm going to answer any questions in regard to the game tomorrow night. I'm not going to get into any rumors and innuendo. And I understand you got a job to do, but as you do, so do I. And so right now, my focus with our team is getting them ready to play against North Carolina. And at the same time, I still believe in our team. I believe we've shown at times how good we can be. And my hope is we can turn this around and figure out how to get in the NCAA tournament for our 5th time in 6 years. And that's where I am. That's where I am personally. So any questions you guys want to ask me about the game, I'll be more than happy and respectful. And I've got great respect for every one of you guys. But I've got a job to do too. So any questions in regard to that?
It's obviously a unique situation given what I reported last night. How has that affected preparation for the game?
We are preparing for the game as it would be any other game, and they're really good. We know it. Obviously, the game we played in Chapel Hill, we were a disaster. We know it, and we've got to turn that around. We've got to play a lot better and execute our offense. We turned the ball over. It was just a myriad of things that we obviously did wrong. So more than anything, I think the last 2 days we've had great preparation. Our guys have had an unbelievable spirit in practice. And we're excited to play a really good team tomorrow night.
Coach, after Wake Forest, you said, it's not time to reinvent the wheel. It's more to focus on what you've been doing. How have you addressed that in practice? And I guess how have you kind of tried to stay the course?
Well, I think with us, it's not a matter sometimes of what you're doing. It's how well we've done it. And at times, we've done things pretty well. We've defended well. We've executed well. All those type things. And other times, we haven't. I think the biggest thing for our team has been at times handling adversity, and that's been a tough thing for us at times, where we allow adversity to kind of steamroll us, and it gets worse, and that's happened too many times. And in those games where we've had lopsided losses, at the end of the day, that's my responsibility, and we've got to figure out how to get our team more consistently to handle adversity. I watched the Duke game this morning, our game at Duke, and in the first half, I think we get down 11 or 13. And we chip it back to 4 or 6, and then we take the lead. And we've got to be able to do that more often. So I think for tomorrow, they're going to come in here guns loaded. There's no question about it. They're good. We got to make sure we get ready to match that.
What has the season been like for you personally?
Well, I think every season is different. There's been some fun moments. Obviously, there's been a lot of tough ones too. And but again, there's a lot of basketball left, regardless of what everybody might think. You guys can look right back on that banner up there in 1983. That team wasn't going anywhere at the end of the year. They weren't going anywhere. And I remember UConn having to win 5 games in the Big East tournament just to go to the tournament, and they weren't going anywhere. And matter of fact, I want to say that team at UConn, I want to say their last regular season game lost by 40. SMU. So anything's possible. And my job is to keep our spirits high. Our players, we've had great days. We just got to make sure somehow we can turn this thing here and get to playing our best basketball.
There's 2 players at this point, Keyshawn Woods and shoulder injury today. We have accused the team basically of quitting the league now. What's your response to that?
I'm not going to respond to that.
Is this team desperate? Is desperate a fair word for the mentality of this group to kind of figure out something and get things going positively?
I don't know that I'd ever even use the word desperate. I don't think there's any question, and your backs are pinned up against the wall. We've been there before since I've been here. But, in the past, our teams have always played its best basketball at the end. We've always done that. Now, we're running out of time, and we got to do it, and it's got to happen for us. But, again, I think our guys will be really excited about tomorrow. They're going to be excited about each opportunity they have the rest of the day.
Has anything been communicated to you about your job status now or later?
You said that adversity has been what's caused things to get out of control and games at points. Is it fair to say that this week has been, the past 4 days have been one of the most adverse times in the season? And how is this team going to be able to respond to that if it can't respond respond to adversity any good?
I don't think that this week has been a difficult thing, and I think our players are going to be excited about playing. I really believe that.
How's their focus been this week?
I think it's been great. Had a great practice yesterday, a lot of spirit today, and paying attention to everything we want to try to do within the game. So I think it's been wonderful.
What motivation have you had to add to Wednesday's game after what happened in Chapel Hill, or have you had to add anything?
I don't think I need to add anything. You know, our players, they have memories, and we went over there and played off really bad, you know, very poorly. So we'll see if we can turn that around on Wednesday.
Are they confident? Does your group still have
I think
confidence,
so.
do you think?
I think so. You know, they know they're the same team that went into Cameron and won. They're the same team that, you know, beat Virginia Tech pretty bad. We've had great moments. The same team that was up 16 against Syracuse, and you know, probably a buzzer beater at the end of regulation probably took our spirit a little bit from us in that game. But it's the same team, so I do think we're a confident team. I think they'll be ready to play again on Wednesday night.
One more
Anything
for Coach.
this team can take away from the last UNC game? You mentioned the motivation, but is there anything that they can take away from that
No,
game?
this is a different day.
Thanks,
Okay.
Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you all.